have a weakness of two secondaries, you can negate the weakness.
If you have, what means you have? If you have.
You have a weakness caused by two secondaries of the same dysfunction, you deal negative weakness. Then, because the problem comes from the weakness, from the weakness from the secondaries virtues, you deal negative weakness and dysfunction. Unless you test only the primary and secondary in your case. But because it's the very end of the chain, normally it's not happening. Let's see if he is going to be the second man with hormones we can declare. Normally, hormones give muscles, but not strong, not strength. And this is really weird. Yeah. This is strong. With right hand. And again. Okay, I have the first step is kinematic chain. We need now I believe that you know how to test the muscles in the classical way. We don't need to know how to test muscles in the classical way. Kendall muscle. Now we need to start to think in kinematic chain. Because sometimes if I test the latissimus dorsi, as an example, right, test strong. Yes? The problem is we don't use the forearm to move things, we use the hand. When we test the muscle, we test only the muscles. Or maybe a couple muscles more or stabilize it. But we need the hand. We need the thorax. We need other part of the body to do activities during the day. If I test now, but now I'm going to hold the small finger. Hold. It's still strong. Hold the ring finger. It's strong. Hold now the middle finger. Yes? The small one, the finger, is still strong. It's not a problem. But if I test and grab the middle finger in this case, this is lazy. Got it? Then we need to start to think in kinematic chains. Sometimes some muscles want to test weak, if it is hypermuting, but sometimes they are going to test strong because it's basic mode or multimode. And as soon as you increase the distance or you increase or you add secondaries to the kinematic chain, now test weak.
In that case, you can set the dorsal is weak.
Yes and no. The muscle is strong in the clear. But if I grab the middle finger, I'm going to put this stress on the kinematic chain. The kinematic chain is dysfunctional, and now there's weak all the chain.
And you need to see where is the dysfunction.
Here's the third step. First step is to test. Is weak in the clear? Weak in the clear? Yes. Is now UTL strong? No. Oh, is it strong in the clear? But you can see that the patient complains or the patient cannot do a special task, or they change the position to do the task. Now, we can think that maybe we have a kinematic chain. Yes.
If it is UTL when you push the...
I just grab this one and push.
No, he is UTL.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
If I test here, the middle finger, and this is weak, UTL, now it's strong. Okay? I can confirm that this is kinematic chain. Okay. The most common diagnosis is visual. For example, I want to move a table, for example, the table. I can hold it. But for any reason, hold it. And the patient move the hand and can grab here. Here like here, here like here. Why he cannot do that here and put that here? Because here now he's using a different kinematic chain. Sometimes you can see in the gym the patient grab the barbell. No, I like bigger
Wider grip.
wide grip. Well, this is where you need a big power. Wide grip. Or I'm going to use the barbells. And instead to do the barbells here, I do the barbells here. But I don't like here, I like here. Why you cannot do it here? Why you need to do here? Or the patient loves to do squats, but he needs to rotate the legs. Because we have a big muscle there. Can be or not kinematic chain, but this tells us that he is trying to use strong muscles. Then we need to test the muscles, find the weak muscle, UTL, strong is kinematic chain. Got it? There are many conditions. For example, patient have a deltoid, strongly clear. This is strongly clear. Yes? And now, weak. Straight. Now, immediately it doesn't compensate. Then more. A little more. Now it's weak. He tried to put this position to use a stronger muscles. I put in the straight position, now it's weak. And then immediately try to compensate with the jaw. Then we need to see all these details. Because if not, we are not going to find weak muscle. We're going to miss some weak muscles. Everybody has some weak muscles. Nobody has a perfect body. But but we need to see how the patient compensates, how he does to do the task. How nice is this position?
No, if I stay here longer, of course not.
Longer could be 3 minutes.
Fine.
5. Why? Because in this position, he has to use all the kinematic chains that is weak. What's wrong? You see the arms merely? Then we are going to working to do it. And this is weak. Got it? As soon as I try to test, immediately he tried to compensate. Open the legs. With the hand there. This is strong. Leg, and this is really weak. Then hard. What many people said that most of this is not reliable. Irreliable. We are not reliable. Muscle testing is amazing, but the problem is that many times we don't know how to test because nobody teach how to test. The classical testing is just to test the specific muscles in a specific position, the classical test, but we are going to have a lot of hidden weaknesses because we don't know how to find them, or we don't know how to, we don't see how the patient is compensating. These are very clear. No. Oh. Hold the arm. Oh. This is strong. This is really weak. Yes? If I withdraw, I avoid him to use other chains, and I avoid his compensation, he cannot do it. Now, again,
Can you even with the time?
cancel, yeah, of course. Cancel weight. UTM. Now, he's strong. These are kinematic chains. Is it clear? Okay. My next question is, I need to find the primary and main secondary. Because I don't know which side the primary. Maybe I need to trace all the chain and try to find if it is the side of the primary or not. Double steam helps, but it still takes a lot of time. Then I'm going to use an indicator muscle with the chain. This is weak, okay. This is weak. If I rub the chain to the primary, to the side of the primary, an indicator muscle becomes weak. If I rub toward to the secondary, keeps strong. Now I know that the primary is here.
Why you might like that?
So simple. Rub the chain. The chain come from here to here, and then to the leg problem. If I rub along the chain toward the side of the primary, now becomes weak and indicator muscle.
Okay, and then first you make like that, and then you make like that. It's the same. No?
To the primary is weak, to the secondary is strong. Indicator muscle.
A direção do Chico.
Okay, look at this again.
Não é para baixo,
Here is the primary.
é na direção do primário.
If I root to the side of the primary, indicator weakens. If I to the opposite side, the indicator keeps strong.
Sabes? Se for na direção do secundário, fica forte. Se for no primário, fica fraco.
Okay, okay.
Não. Sabes que o primário está numa ponta. You know that the primary is
It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here.
It's somewhere here.
And it's somewhere here. In this side. Because it's a rule. It's a rule. If you rub the kinematic chain to one side, to the side of the primary, indicator will become weak. It's a rule. It's like a.
Não, se faz em direção do secundário, fica fraco. Se faz em direção do primário, desculpa, em direção do primário, fica fraco. Se faz em direção do secundário, fica
Sim, mas
forte.
o secundário até podia estar aqui.
Não podia, se tu fizesse assim e eu ficasse fraco. Fraco. É forte.
Forte.
Exato.
Jose, it's better for you to say it again.
Yes. Okay. This is the primary. If I rub in this direction, indicator muscle weakens. It's hard to understand? Okay. Second rule. Second rule. If I rule the kinematic chain primary, the weak kinematic chain strengthens. Same direction to the primary. If I rule to the primary, indicator weakens and kinematic chain, if this is weak, becomes strong. This is strong, weaken. First rule. Rule to the primary, indicator must become weak. Second rule. If the kinematic chain is weak in the clear, rule to the primary and become strong. If this is strong, become weak. Means flips. Then, in this case,
My girlfriend get off the race.
okay. This is weak. Yes? If I rule to the primary, become strong. If I rule to the primary, indicator become weak. Yeah? If I rule to the secondary, this is still weak. If I rule to the secondary, indicator strong, keep strong.
Question. Rubbing is also anti-stim of a mechanoreceptor.
Yes, it is.
And it has nothing to
Yes, it
do
is.
with the.
How can we know it's not anti-stim? Because rubbing in any direction has the same results. If this is a rubbing, it's a mechanoreceptor here, and it's not in a chain, it's just a mechanoreceptor, rubbing in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, any direction will decrease the signal of the mechanoreceptor, and it will be better the associated muscle.
But we still have UTL to confirm if it's a kinematic chain.
And it is not kinematic chain, UTL will not help. Then we know that this is not rubbing because we need to see how it works. We may have three problems. Rubbing. One is rubbing to know its kinematic chain. Second, could be rubbing anti-stim of mechanoreceptor. Third, can be a stim of the crude touch. Yeah? How can I know which one is the problem? If I rub with UTL and become weak, it's crude touch. If I rub in any direction and it helps, it means it's the anti-stim of the receptor, mechanoreceptor. If I rub in this direction only and it helps, help the weak chain, this is weak, or inhibit the chain, this is strong, and inhibit the indicator muscle, but not in any other direction, then this is a rubbing for the chain. And if you rub against the hair, the region of the hair, and we UTL inhibits, but not in other direction, maybe it's a spino-hypothalamic. We're going to see that the last day.
And meridian.
Or carimeridian. Meridians, if you rub the meridian against the meridian, the muscle, the meridian muscle becomes weak, not the chain. meridian muscles. You rub the meridian in the same way of the meridian. If they are weak muscles, the weak muscles of the meridian are going to be stronger. But it's only the specific muscle of the meridian. We're going to see that that module. Then rubbing has 5 or 6 different options. But we have the tools enough to know exactly what kind of stimulus we are doing. Got it? Okay, I think that is needed another explanation. Do you understand it clearly? It's clear for you?
Sí.
It's clear? Okay. In
Português.
French.
no, in Portuguese.
French.
Please translate to
Polish?
English.
German.
German.
Chinese.
No, because he wants to be in Portuguese to English.
Então, a ideia aqui é nós conseguirmos observar e avaliarmos e vermos como é que o paciente se comporta quando nós estamos a gestar. Temos que perceber, no fundo, qual a posição, o que é que ele evita para nos dar pistas. Bem, o que José disse é que quando nós fazemos um teste, okay, e quando nós testamos um músculo e o músculo está fraco, okay, está inibido, okay, uma das maneiras que nós temos para saber se é ou não uma Long Kinematic Chain é fazermos um UTL. Okay? Portanto, quando nós fazemos um UTL, o UTL vai negar a fraqueza da cadeia. Ok? Pronto. Segundo ponto, que o José aqui explicou, é podemos ter joint capsule or non-joint capsule. Ok?
Polish, no, this is English. Portuguese.
Podemos ter um Golgi na cápsula, um Golgi na cápsula ou um Golgi fora da cápsula. Portanto, neste caso, no caso do Henrique aqui, como o José demonstrou, quando nós encontramos um músculo inibido, okay? Portanto, imaginemos que está inibido, okay? Portanto, se nós fizermos na direção do primário, ok? Se estiver inibido,
is English, em português.
se estiver inibido, vai flip, ou vai trocar, neste caso, e irá fortalecer a cadeia. Ok?
Is English.
Quando estamos com um músculo indicador, ok? Portanto, fazer um rub em direção ao primário, ok? Vai inibir o nosso músculo indicador, ok? E isto aqui é sempre. A diferença é quando nós temos uma cadeia ou músculo relacionado estiver fraco, portanto, fazer na direção do primário vai fortalecer a cadeia. Se estiver forte, fazer na direção do primário vai inibir a cadeia. E no indicador é sempre inibição, ok? Fazer, lembrem-se, okay? Que nós estamos sempre a estimular os secundários. Na direção do primário, inibe o músculo indicador. Sempre. Ok? Sempre. Músculo indicador, músculos relacionados, são assuntos diferentes. Músculo relacionado encontra-se dentro da cadeia. Rub na direção do primário, se estiver fraco, é o flip. Se estiver fraco, fica forte. Se estiver forte, vai ficar fraco.
Sempre fraco.
Sempre fraco. Ok? Pronto.
Indicador quando tu fazes um rub, independentemente da direção do
se for na direção do primário, ok? E se for uma kinematic chain, tu tens que confirmar primeiro com o UTL, ok? Portanto, à partida encontras um músculo fraco, o UTL fortalece, ok? Será uma kinematic chain, ok? Portanto, a partir daí, olhamos para a pessoa, verificamos a postura, o que é que a pessoa evita, tal como o Henrique fez. Assim que o José pediu para ele se endireitar, o Henrique abriu, tornou logo a cadeia de modo a fortalecê-la. Ok? Pronto, nós temos que estar atentos a essas situações, atenção às compensações, voltar para a posição.
Mas quando ele testou o músculo associado, já estava fraco e depois só ficou forte com o TEL. Portanto, ele não se adaptou a nada.
Não, quando ele pediu para ele se endireitar, ok? Ficou fraca a cadeia. Não, quando ele testou a primeira vez o deltoide, o deltoide superior, se não me engano, quando ele testou a primeira vez, estava fraco, porque ele estava numa posição confortável e não estava a utilizar a cadeia. A partir do momento em que o José pediu para ele se endireitar, ok? Ele foi testar a cadeia e neste preciso momento, assim que ele endireitou, ele logo abriu, ok? Afastou a perna e afastou o braço. Okay? Para quê? Para usar outra cadeia para lhe dar mais suporte e estabilidade.
Ele quando sentou aí, quando usou o músculo associado, não é? Estava forte.
Porque ele estava a usar outra cadeia.
Depois, endireitaram e ficou fraco.
Ficou fraco.
E aí fez o TEL e ficou forte.
Ficou forte.
Porque a cadeia, onde é que a cadeia faz com que ele fica forte?
Mas qual é a cadeia que está fraca?
Sabes que aquela cadeia que o músculo tem limite. Pronto. Depois, muito simples. Rub na direção do primário. Okay? Se a cadeia estiver fraca, flipa. Okay? Se estiver forte, flipa também, fica fraco. Okay? Músculo indicador. Rub na direção do primário, fica sempre fraco.
Mas agora aqui
E nesse secundário,
que primário partem do princípio que é para esse lado.
não sabes.
Não sabes.
Não sabes é se
Tens que ver o
fizeres,
comportamento da cadeia,
se fizeres isto,
e começas a
O
testar.
primário pode ser na perna contrária, não é?
não, porque se fizeres na direção da perna contrária, ele basicamente vai ficar forte, não fica fraco.
Não faz nada no músculo
Não
indicador.
faz nada.
This is hypermulti or not? Because this is weak. Hypermulti. But when I do that, I'm stressing the chain.
Yes.
Maybe it's strong in the clear, and now we can, as soon as I stress it. But well, if this is weak in the clear, this is weak in the clear, and I tap one time, become strong. What? Why? Because I see one secondary
Improve the primary.
and improve the primary, improve the rest of the zones. And this one is weak here, but it's not enough to inhibit all the chain. Yes? But if I test or stretch or hit or stretch both, now the indicator becomes weak. Two secondaries inhibit an indicator muscle. And UTL now keeps strong because UTL negative weakness. Yes? Clear? Okay. The problem, the rules are easy. Now, if I root to the primary, this is weak, becomes strong, this is strong, becomes weak. If I root to the primary, indicator must become weak. It's clear, it's so simple. The problem is, how can I see the dysfunction? In this case, if I test him, this is strong. Or I put him this one, and this is strong. The brain is so smart. The goal of the brain is to be strong. the task. In this case, we can know that this is a kinematic chain when the patient needs to rotate or to change the position to be strong. It means he needs to use another kinematic chain. Because opening the legs helps. Probably the chain go to the arm and go to the legs, probably the right side. Jaw, in this case, could be part of the jaw, part of the kinematic chain, but in this case, it's a compensator. It's just a compensator. In this case, if I test the patient, when you are going to test the kinematic chain, this is strong. This is weak. Then he needs to open the leg to make it strong. Probably he needs to reduce the stress on this part of the kinematic chain to make it stronger. See that again? When I test a patient, I need to see how the behavior of the patient. If he has already the legs open, it's going to be hard to find him. If he has the legs closer, when I want to test, he opens the legs, it's going to be easier to see them change. Open the leg. Okay, this is strong. In this position, it's strong. If I move here, a little bit to me, now it's strong. Rotate a little bit, rotate the thorax. Now we can again. No, it's really strong. Rotate it to the side. Okay, now we again. Got it? In this position, I am stretching against the chain. Then, in the left side, the lateral side of the chain, I can test this one, rub lateral side to look for the primary. This is weak, yeah? Can you see? It's the same chain. If I
Mas the primary wasn't.
is there,
And
go from here there. and
Deve
go
cruzar
to-
atrás.
Yeah. Hold there.
Luís,
If I improve in this direction, okay. Now the chain open the lateral side and go to the front of the knee. Before, I had to make test two secondaries. Now, with this rule, it's faster to find them.
Victor.
Yep. Give me this one. What's wrong? Okay. The chain is in the middle finger, same to the latissimus dorsi. In this case, double stem weakens. The end of the chain is in the distal interphalangeal joint. Now, double stem weakens, double stem. There it is. Here in the foot is the main secondary.
Created other one.
He believes he fixed it. But it's not priority.
vou ficar fraco.
He has a good touch in the face that is secondary to the Normally, kinematic chains are about 35 to 40% priorities, and 60% are non-priorities. 20% are priority, 50% are priority, more or less. Maybe 40, 45, well, 40, 45. Then, now, we need to treat them with steam the primary, steam secondary, DTR, that's it. But we need to check later, as soon as we learn how to treat the priorities, we are going to fix the priority first.
Ou seja, nada disto interessa.
Sí, en español,
Podemos tener más de una cadena.
o tiene millones.
Can we have more than one chain?
Entonces,
Millions.
¿cómo podemos saber que estamos en una o no nos hemos
We are
metido en
Estás
otra?
en una.
in one and we're not
Porque
in
tú vas,
another one.
tú vas siguiendo la cadena.
You're just
Pues,
following
porque aquí
the
puede ser la cadena.
chain is
Pero
here.
tú vas a seguir, tú vas a...
Follow.
Aquí yo lo sé, porque de aquí mueve la pierna para compensar.
I can see that he's moving the leg to compensate.
Okay. We need to have an idea of the chain. We need to see. Again, as soon as we test the patient, this is weak, ask him to push harder, and you will see how the patient moves to try to compensate. The compensation in the chains, we have two kinds of compensation. Decrease the stress over the chain, or rotate if it's not possible. Example, he is this is weak. But what is the best option for his brain? Rotate the arm a little bit. Now, this is strong. Now, this is strong because I'm testing this chain, not this chain. If you put the hand there, this is strong. There, this is strong. But as when I test exactly the chain, this is.
Yes, but before that, of doing all that movements to try to catch the right kinematic chain, you do UTL to search if it's
Again,
chain or not.
this is, okay, this is weak.
If not, it's useless.
No, 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 no. No, in this case, you are going to do the rotation, not me. I test the patient, and you will see that he will rotate the arm. Why he rotate the arm? Because he doesn't want to test the weak chain. Then I'm going to move back, to put in the proper position. This is weak, and now you need to ask the patient to do the WTL, the TL. The UTL. The UTL makes it strong, and now you configure the kinematic chain. Got it?
Oh yeah.
You know.